Are Kickstarters and crowdfunding a great investment and fundraising plan, or are they more of a marketing plan? Happy Monday. We were here for Money Mondays here at the Business of Apparel, and I want to talk a little bit today about crowdfunding and Kickstarter. And first of all, I'm going to say that there are a lot of opinions, especially about Kickstarters that are out there. Like one of my very, very good friends who has been in the apparel industry for a long time. He's very, very knowledgeable, swears by the idea that brands who do it right can absolutely be funded upfront by a Kickstarter, and it can then fund them into profitability and into growth for years and years to come. I also have talked to people who have done Kickstarters who basically come out on the other side and say it was a great marketing opportunity, but it had zero profits in it. And so let's just talk a little bit about what the realities are if you're going to be doing a crowdfunding or a Kickstarter to start out your company to get funding. So from what I understand now, I never personally have done a Kickstarter. I've only been in discussions about it. We've done a little bit of research here at the Business of Apparel. So if I'm wrong, I want you to let me know. I want you to put in the comments below if you're watching here on YouTube. I want you to educate me on what I don't know, because I am always here to learn as well. So I just want to throw that out there. Okay. So let me know your thoughts. But from what I understand, you are putting a product up or a new brand idea up on Kickstarter. You're creating this amazing marketing campaign, a video, and so many like great reasons why people should come spend their money with you before you even have a product yet, right? But you're telling them about the product you are going to bring. And with the dollars that they spend, there is a promise that you will then send them, a pant or a shirt or a racing kit or whatever it is that you're promising to send them with. That's what they're buying from you basically, right? Like they're contributing so that as soon as you have this product ready, they're going to be the first to get it. And that money that you receive goes into producing your first purchase order, and you get your inventory that way. Now, I can see in some instances where if you have your numbers super dialed, and so if you want to dial in your numbers really, really well, I encourage you to check out the board. Come work your numbers with us. Let us look at your spreadsheets. Let us do the work right alongside you to make sure that you have your numbers right. You've put in the hours, you've mastered the fundamentals, and your brand is no longer a passion project. But somewhere along the way, the hustle that got you here started to feel like a trap. You're building a business, not just making clothes, and you're starting to wonder if you'll ever crack the code to consistent, profitable growth. What if I told you that industry's top brands aren't just working harder, they're working smarter, with a clear blueprint for everything from line planning to streamlining their supply chain? This is the insider knowledge that's typically kept behind closed doors, but now it's accessible to you. Introducing The Board, an annual membership designed to give you that strategic advantage. Led by a team with over 70 years of combined experience, we provide the honest, real talk mentorship you need to move from busy to truly successful. We'll show you how to focus on the small, consistent actions that lead to massive progress, helping you build a legacy without the burnout. It's time to stop second-guessing yourself and start building with purpose. Don't pay attention to the chaos. Pay attention to what actually matters. Join the board and unlock the proven systems that will transform your brand. Go to thebusinessofapparel.com to find the option that's right for you. I can't wait to see you in there. I can see in some scenarios where if you have the right profit margins built in at this stage of your business already, there could be profitability in it. So let's say you ask someone to give you $100 for a pair of pants. That's the Kickstarter price. Every $100 that you contribute, you get a pair of pants for it. I'm kind of speaking a little bit generally here because, again, I've never done a Kickstarter. My companies have been completely 100% bootstrapped. So this is based on information that we've researched and that people have told me. Okay. So if they give you that $100, but it only costs you $40 to actually make, ship, package up, ship out to your customers that pair of pants, well, you've made $60 on every single pair of pants. And that $60 that you make on every pair if you had enough of those people paying $100 up front, could absolutely become enough of a profit to fund your next inventory purchase that allows you to do it on your own. You don't need people to come and do it up front, right? Now you have that cash in the bank. You can buy your next PO using that profit money, and it will propel you forward. But you have to know those numbers up front. And from what I understand and from what I've seen, not enough people crunch the numbers correctly. And so when you go into a quick Kickstarter and you tell everybody, it's only going to cost you $50 for this pair of pants, because that's what you think is going to still maybe be a little bit of a profit for you. But then at the end of the day, it costs you $40. That $10 per pair of pants probably doesn't even pay for your time or your team's time that it took to do the marketing campaign, develop those pants, and maybe even travel to go visit your factory to make sure that they were produced correctly. So from what I understand, Kickstarter and crowdfunding is a great way to get your name out there, to have that marketing piece done, to start getting visibility, to start building your brand story, get eyeballs on your stuff, and have a company that is established someplace like Kickstarter to actually be helping you kind of promote your brand, right? Like they're invested in your success. So that is a great opportunity, and that can then bring community into your brand. It can bring followers into your brand. It can bring loyal customers who will then buy from you in the future, which is great, because that's the number one goal that we want to have, right? As apparel brand owners, we want to create loyal customers so that they come and buy from us over and over again. You want to have repeat customers. But I have yet to see an apparel brand Kickstarter that really took off to the point that that brand was profitable and was able to use that money in a way that propelled them to, and again, I know I keep saying the word profitable, but profitable success. I have worked with another company who did a Kickstarter, and they made a lot of great money, and it funded all of their first purchase orders, and they were able to get them out into the world. But they didn't learn how to crunch the numbers in a way that gave them the business acumen they were going to need to have longevity in their business. Like, I'm looking at that business right now. They're 10 years in. That Kickstarter got them going, and they're a very large company right now. They are a 8-figure business, a mid 8-figure business, doing great, but there's no profit. They don't understand. They were never able to catch up. They always had cash in the bank, but profits were never there. And I'm not sure if you've heard of this, right? But just because you make a lot of money doesn't mean you make profits. It doesn't mean you have a net gain at the end of every single year. So you might have heard of these companies who are making $250,000 a year, but they spent $300,000. And so actually they were in the hole quite a bit, and they have a little bit of debt, or they've got a loan, or they're not figuring out how to pay their bills. A lot of these bigger companies are the same way. If you're a $45 million company, but you spend $50 million a year, you are still not profitable. And so there's a little bit of you need to understand how that profitability is going to work at the beginning of your company so that it propels you forward faster and you don't get into this debt spiral. So I've talked about the debt spiral before, where you place this purchase order and then you didn't have the money for it really, or you didn't make enough profit off of it, or your margins weren't good enough. And so the profit wasn't there. And then you need to place your next purchase order, but because your profits weren't there, you just go deeper and deeper into the hole, right? Now you need another business loan, or now you need another investor, or now you need some more money to come in somehow, or now you need another credit card to put all of your funds onto. And so this just keeps perpetuating. And yes, your revenue is growing year over year. That gross number at the bottom line gets bigger and bigger and bigger, but the profits never come because you just are constantly going through that cycle of not having enough money to really fund the next thing, and then not really making enough money to see and reap rewards. So You can probably guess, like my opinion on crowdfunding and Kickstarters is that it's a great way to market your company as you're starting and to get your name out there and to get eyeballs onto your designs and to see if there's interest, right? Like, do you have interest for this product that I want to create? I haven't really seen it though be like a really profitable way of starting out your brand. And so again, if you are a profitable brand and you started as a Kickstarter and you're like, this lady is crazy, like she needs to shut up, please come tell us. We want to hear all about it. I'd love to interview on the podcast. Let's talk about it. But in the experience and the research that I've done so far, it is just not the best way to start an apparel brand because the profitability is rarely there. Now, if you have a plan for it and you want to work through it and you want to crunch through the numbers, let's do it. We've never had a client who came to us who said, I want to start with a Kickstarter, and so help me crunch the numbers on it. That's an opportunity that I would love to take on. So if that's in your mind and you'd love to join the board so that you can come in and have me and my team help you with that, let's do it. I welcome the challenge. I would love to be proven wrong. I would love to be able to come on and say, you know what, I was wrong about that. And let me tell you how to make a Kickstarter successful. Wouldn't that be a great change? I hope you have a great week ahead. Have a very happy Monday. I know this was a little short one, but I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on Thursday for the podcast. Thanks so much. Talk soon.